James Kaufman, World News Report. Today, September 12th, 2024. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having an earthquake swarm in Malibu, California currently. We've had 18 earthquakes in this area here in just the last few hours. Now we will go in and take a look at this area here. Maybe more than that. We'll take that one off. What do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, they might have more than 18. They have 28 in this area. 28 in this area, a 4.7 being the largest one, right there on shore in Malibu, California. 28 earthquakes. So this is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get some detailed information about this. And this earthquake really came in at a 5 on the DYFI and the shake map. It had an associated tsunami warning with it, so we will check the buoys, although I don't think that they'd be activated from an onshore earthquake. And they do have a depth of 11.3 kilometers, not very deep, right there on a volcanic ridge. Scary stuff. Over to volcanoesandearthquakes.com. The largest earthquake we have on the planet's a 5.1 right now. I'm more concerned about this swarm here in Malibu. And we are currently on volcanoesandearthquakes.com. They show 18 earthquakes in this area, and this is a volcanic range right here. You can see the old magma flow actually here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about right in Escondido Falls, the Malibu area. Again, they're showing 18 earthquakes, this being the largest earthquake. And we will get some detailed information. This is the USGS's information. The Europeans came in at a 4.7 also, 13 kilometers of depth. International Research Institute on Seismology, a 5.1. Guess we'll have to wait and see what the French have to say, right? So let's take a look at the largest earthquake in that swarm. It's a magnitude 4.7. I do realize it was downgraded from a 5.1, I believe. 6 kilometers north of Malibu, California. Right on top of it, folks. This was 7:28 a.m. Los Angeles time. And today, of course, September 12th, 2024. This was probably the first quake in that area, the rest of them being smaller aftershocks. None of the quakes that we see are relatively large, but 28 quakes in less than 12 hours is a big deal, especially because of where they're located, ladies and gentlemen. 4.7 here, USGS main source confirmed. About 169 tons of TNT was released by that, which must have been quite a jolt there for folks in the area. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to compare quake data of the same quake reported by different agencies, but we only have the USGS, the RIS, and the Europeans chiming in on this. 5.1 by the International Research Institute on Seismology. That was originally what the USGS called this quake. Been downgraded since then. USGS has it as at 11 kilometers now, 7.1 miles deep. It's a default depth given by the International Research Institute on Seismology. And the Europeans came in at a 4.7, probably a downgrade after their original print. And they're at 13 kilometers of depth as well, all just about the same area. This 10 is a default. Depths given as 10 kilometers often mean that the depth of the quake could not be determined with sufficient accuracy. Now, the RIS always follows the USGS. They just didn't downgrade in this instance. I told y'all The original quake came in at a 5.1 and has been downgraded since that point in time. Headed over to the National Data Buoy Center, we do not see anything in that area as far as a buoy in event mode. We do have a buoy in event mode over here off the Russian Peninsula. A very small event, probably not worth investigating. We're going to let that one go until maybe a full show this evening. Again, that would have nothing to do with what's happening in Malibu, and there are no buoys in event mode anywhere near North America's west coast. So what we end up with in closing is 28 earthquakes swarming right here on top of Malibu, on top of this volcanic ridge here. We had an associated tsunami warning with that. I believe this was downgraded from a 5.1, and again 28 or 27 aftershocks after the initial 5.1 earthquake, now downgraded to a 4.7. With that said, that's a big deal right there. We've got a lot of movement there, and that is on a volcanic ridge, so that could be, based on the depth of those quakes, the volcanoes in that area activating. God bless you and yours. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please share, subscribe, and please always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.